Everybody, quick disclaimer before we jump into the video. I just wanted to say, this isn't a hate video on Tradwives or traditional roles. I don't think that Tradwives are all bad. This is just a breakdown of some pros and some cons around the lifestyle. So if you are curious or just want to know about both of the sides, stick around and watch the rest of the video. But before that, really quick, let's get on to our sponsors. If you're into fantasy, epic battles, and rolling natural 20s to survive Dungeons and Dragons and whatever the heck you want, Dungeons and Dragons is basically your online dream come true. It's a free-to-play MMORPG that brings the world of D&D straight to your screen, complete with dungeon crawling, character creation, spell casting, and more. Whether you're, oh my god, I cannot read scripts. Sorry, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, wait. Let me continue. Whether you are raining from fire from above or a fight smashing through titans, screw this, man. Now, let's jump straight back into the video. Okay, first off, a lot of guys say they want a Tradwife, but most likely don't. They might feel like they like certain aspects, right? They like the sexual side of it. They like a lot of things, but they don't want the whole package. You know, they might want several incomes, which isn't something you get with a Tradwife, right? Like someone staying at home or cooking, right? They love the cooking because they don't have to do it. Guys can't cook. I mean, we can cook if we're trained to, but otherwise, we're making ramen for days. That brings up another issue, though. It increases gender roles for both sides. Not just women staying home, but men being expected to be the sole provider for the family. Disciplinary and leader all at once. Disciplinary-wise, they not only have to discipline the kids, they have to discipline their wives, which is something that doesn't sound like it should be a thing. But that is, I digress. That is something we are not going to be worrying about today. We're just going to be discussing some of the things that are totally sound and not just, but are okay to talk about here on YouTube without getting, if you know what I mean. Okay. Let's look back into the 1950s, when we were expected to handle the household and men were out working. But if something went wrong, like the house wasn't clean or dinner was made, the woman was seen as failing as her one job, which is not true because, well, I mean, let's be honest. Meanwhile, the guy might feel like he's doing everything just because he's bringing in the money. She's doing this stuff, and she failed. Let's be honest. If you're working like that every day for 40 years long, you're bound to mess up one day, right? That makes the man, like, this is subjective, but it might make the guy feel as if he's doing stuff for you to do nothing. Is that true? No, it's not, because you are a human being. I mean, they don't have control over you, I don't think. That's basically slavery. It just doesn't cover it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like saying, I make everything, I do everything, when you don't. You definitely don't do everything. I do everything for this house, you can't pick up a few things, but they have more to do, right? So I don't get that argument. But it's whatever, I digress. That word is going to be here in the video, and my language skills are going to be here in the video, because I am living off of Red Bulls and Gatorade. Nowadays, it's not that simple. We're not living in a world where one income covers everything. Most families can't even survive on a single paycheck. That adds financial pressure, not just on men, but the entire family. And let's be real, buying anything now is ridiculously expensive. It can even make the woman seem like she's just sitting at home doing nothing, which totally is not fair. It's totally not fair, and that is why I believe this Tradwife stuff needs to stop. I'm kidding. Disclaimer, you know what I mean? And when one person works nonstop, co-parenting goes out the window. The working parent, usually the man in the setup, might barely get time to see the kids or help raise them, which makes them see the dad as kind of a working man, which it's been changed over the years. I don't know how, but men feel as if they are more free and they don't feel like they have to take care of a family or anything. They feel like they can. Oh, whoa! I'm not. What am I saying? I'm talking about women, not men. They feel more. They feel a lot more free, and I think this freeness is what's causing the tradwife situation to arise. They're trying to regress to something that was simpler. When stuff isn't simple anymore. Well, stuff wasn't simple then, but still. Anyway, things start to get messy when people twist the idea. For example, saying a woman shouldn't submit to their husband. Yeah. Let me say that again. Submit to their husband. That's wild. Having one human being have authority over another, that feels more like slavery than love. And it's just a teeny tiny bit of self-deprecation. Like you're putting yourself in a lower position just because you're married. It's absurd. And for some, that even gets more mixed up with the weirdness ideas about sex and power, right? Power rules. Power. That scale is alarmingly close. We're not alarmingly. It's close now. Like we're almost equal. Men are still up here, like, but women are right here. Back in the 50s, you were not able to do anything. Back when tradwives, like traditional wives, were like widely a thing. It was totally different than what it is now. It's power on a scale. Men here, women here back then, and it's just not good. It's not a good thing to have. But I digress. And then there's belief that divorce should never happen. But what if the marriage is terrible? What if it's abusive? What if you're getting cut? What if you're cutting yourself because of your marriage? What happens then? What if you kill your husband because you don't believe in divorce? That's something that happened back then. Do you want it to happen now? What if you're getting beaten because you didn't make the pasta? Where's my martini? You know what I mean? What happens then? What happens then? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But it's something that's stupid, right? I'd rather see someone leave the man that they are not in love with because they're abusing them than stay in a toxic and bad relationship that you're going to get poisoned from because you don't believe in divorce, which is stupid. Like, newsflash, it exists, but I digress. Basically, traditional roles might work for some people, but they're not perfect, and they definitely are not for everybody. Whether you're a pro-tradwife, against it, or someone in between, just make sure you're thinking critically and doing what is right for you, not just following a mold that is brought upon you from the TikTok tradwives. Thanks for watching. Drop your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think, and if you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. But without further ado, this was Eddie Word speaking to you. And go watch the videos that YouTube suggests that aren't mine because I only have other type of content. Deuces!